Daylight saving. Yeah, I think we are live at both places. Okay. Hi, everyone. This is Aditya Sharma. With me, I have Swagata. I think we are live on LinkedIn and YouTube. If you can let us know in the chat box that you can hear us loud and clear, you can see us absolutely fine. That would be very helpful. In the meantime, I'll check on my end as well if we are absolutely uh, audible and if we are clearly visible. So let me quickly check and let you know. In the meantime, please let us know in the chat box, guys. Okay, and hi Swagata, thank you so much for taking our time for this live session. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
No problem. Let me check the connections and then we'll get started. So, guys, I'm checking on our LinkedIn first. Da, 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 da. I don't see it yet. Let's see. So, Swagata, we had this daylight saving. I think that created a bit of confusion.
Right. Yeah.
Hope that's not issue with everyone who is joining here today. But okay, so we are live on LinkedIn. Let me quickly check it on YouTube as well. Okay, we are live on YouTube as well. Cool. Perfect, perfect. Okay, I have Dr. Amit from my team as well. Swagata, I'm not sure if you had a chance to meet Amit. Did
Hi,
you?
Samantha, how are you?
Good. Good. How are you? I
I'm
did.
good. I'm good. How are you? Okay, we are live, right?
Yes, we are live. Okay, so I think we can get started. So Swagata, why don't we get started with your introduction? And Dr. Amit and I definitely know you, but it would be great to know you for our audience to know you. Let me share my screen for your introduction, and would love to know about your journey so far, right? Coming from India to the United States to becoming a top voice, and then we'll jump into
Mhm.
project after that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let me
Yeah.
share my screen for you, and I've created a very fancy slide. Here it's for you. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Thanks, Aditya, for having me. I'm Swagata Ashwini. I'm a principal data scientist at Bhumi. Originally from New Delhi, India, I moved to US to pursue my master's from Carnegie Mellon University in 2017. I did a 1 year course. It was called product management, but more like I geared it towards data science because I did some electives and I figured out that's where I want my career to go. I was lucky enough when I graduated in 2018 to get a job as an associate data scientist at a health insurance company. And since then, I've never looked back. I've been learning more and more whatever data science has to offer. Now I'm pivoting to more of ML ops, LLM ops, and a combination of wearing that AI hat for my company. I worked for around 7 to 8 years in different companies, from Amazon to Highmark Health, which is a healthcare company, to now my latest employer, which is Boomi. On the side, I'm also doing a graduate program from Stanford on AI, just to keep up to date with everything that's happening in the AI world. I also run a Women in Data chapter. So, anybody in the audience who are looking for mentorship or joining a community um, for just getting help in data science in general, check out Women in Data as well. So, thank you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Quick question, Swagata here. So you mentioned that you studied product management at Carnegie Mellon. Did you have any background in data science or any work experience in data science back in India?
Not much. I had a computer science background, so that definitely helped. And I had worked with databases, but not as much. So I tried to do a lot of electives and a lot of projects extra on top of the curriculum to just build my profile, cold emailing professors from different data science background and asking just to have me shadowing a PhD if that's needed. That's what is needed to just get more data science experience.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, that's very helpful, Swagata. And would you like to also, can you also give like a quick overview on your journey to become a top voice in data science? A lot of people, they are very fascinated by it. They're also interested in that. So can you tell a little bit about that as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So I started creating more and more content on LinkedIn. Primarily, the goal was just to, I was attending a lot of events, going as a speaker, doing a lot of extra things apart from my day job. And I felt it's nice to share it on the platforms such as LinkedIn so other people can also notice me as well as get motivated, or I can get more opportunities. As I started doing it, I realized that how powerful LinkedIn is in terms of getting me more and more event opportunities, speaking opportunities, and just meeting really amazing people. I've all the jobs I've received also have been through LinkedIn. So most of the job opportunities also I got are through LinkedIn. So I realized that how powerful the tool is. And once I consistently created a lot of content, I first received the community top voice badge on data science and machine learning. And I did not even know what that community top voice is. It's basically, you know, you are recognized as for whatever field you're creating content, you get some top voice. But it's not as sought after as the main top voice badge, which is the blue badge, which stays with you for a year. But if you consistently keep on creating content, LinkedIn automatically picks you. There is no like process where you apply or anything. You just consistently create content which is valuable and make sure that your content is diversified. Like, just don't put content like I went to this conference and these are my learnings. So I try
Mhm.
to diversify my content. Like, I was hosting a podcast, I was going to events summarizing it, I was just doing some thought leadership as well based on my journey of this being in this field. So that really helped me to stand out compared to other people who are creating content. And one day I randomly got an email that, this is a top voice patch is going to stay with me.
Awesome. No, I think I understand the value of it, and I think if somebody is searching for a job or probably like looking for some progress, having a top voice batch is always helpful.
Gives a lot of credibility for sure.
And the community one is that golden one, right?
The, yeah, yellow golden
Yellow,
one.
yellow, or the golden color one.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. So that's very helpful. Thank you so much, Swagata. We'll jump into more of your career details and the project details, right? A little bit introduction about High Counselor. Amit sir, would you like to go next?
Yeah. So I'm audible, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So hi everyone. This is Dr. Amit. I'm a head of business operations at High Counselor. I did my bachelor's into computer science and did my MBA program into marketing and human resources. After that, I worked for some years into different companies, and then I started my PhD program into marketing research. I was also an alumni of Research Summer School at IMA, and so I started my journey from the corporate sector. I worked with companies like Reliance, Wipro, and ICICI Bank, and then later on, I moved into teaching. I had 10 years of experience into teaching at undergraduate and postgraduate levels. I also teach right now also on YouTube, free of cost, and which has more than 100K subscribers. But my full-time role is with High Counselor. I work with Aditya very closely. Yeah.
Okay. Regarding my background, I did my BTech from NIT Jalandhar. Then I came to US in 2015 for my master's degree at Duke. And after that, I started my career with PwC. In 2015 in Chicago, worked there for almost a year and then moved to Deloitte Consulting in San Francisco, worked there for almost 3.5 years as a senior tech consultant in Salesforce domain. And then in 2020, I took a leap of faith, left my job to start High Counselor. And journey that I started with my co-founder, Rani Harun. We started our journey with just 3 candidates. We tried to help them land a job, and until now, we have helped more than 600 plus people land a job in the US. And in this journey, we raised about $2.1 million in our seed round from VCs in Silicon Valley, edtech entrepreneurs, and some of the corporates like Deloitte, Wipro, and State Farm Insurance. So the journey, let me give you a little bit overview on the journey to build High Counselor, why we built it. It will also give you more perspective on the project platform that we built. So the reason my co-founder and I, we started High Counselor because we realized that most of the people who are entry level or who are transitioning into career or who are coming back to job after some break, right? They struggle to land interview calls and they struggle to land a job offer because of three reasons. First is they lack hands-on work experience. Second, they lack interview opportunities. A lot of people just know only one way of finding a job, that is through online job application. And third one is when people get interview calls, they're not prepared to crack those interviews, so they fail over there. Okay. To solve this problem, we created an entire 360-degree ecosystem at High Counselor, where we help people with first with interview prep, either through upskilling courses or providing them access to industry experts or uh, providing them the real hands-on experience through either remote internships or project opportunities. uh, once people are like prepared for interviews, we help them fix their LinkedIn profile and their optimize their resume as well. And when they're ready to apply to jobs, we help candidates land interview opportunities as well by matching them to the right jobs, applying jobs for them, and also performing email networking. And eventually we also help them get referrals. So it is end to end, everything that a job seeker can think of, right? We help candidate at every possible step to help them land a job. Right now, we are focused only on two categories. One is software engineering, another is data science. So in software engineering, any job related to front end, back end, full stack development. In data science category, any job related to data analyst, data scientist, data engineer, AI ML engineer, or business intelligence engineer, we should be able to help people land a job in the US. Okay. We work on success-based payment. That is, candidates don't have to pay anything upfront. If you apply to High Counselor program, you're selected, you don't have to pay anything until you land a job and you at least work in that job for at least a month. Once you land a job, then only you pay us in monthly installments. We have two plans with us. One is a starter package, which is $10,000, advanced package, which is $15,000. The way it works is basically in advanced package, we give you a little bit more support. For example, there will be more one-on-one sessions with the industry experts. We provide you our entire team that would do entire job application for you. They would do also email networking for you. We also get you remote internship opportunities if you need. Also in our events like job fair and other placement event, we give you priority. Also, if you get layoff, we provide you layoff supports. To learn more about difference between these two packages, and if you have any question about our High Counselor program, you can simply go to our website, highcounselor.com, and we conduct info session over there. Let me show it to you. So simply go to our website, highcounselor.com, not this one, but this one. So go to our website. There is a button called apply to upcoming cohort. Simply go there. And right over here, you'll find an option called sign up for our info session. So if you have any question, you want to learn more about the program, either you can watch this video or you can sign up for this info session. We conduct a live info session on every Wednesday. It should come over here. Yes, on every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. You can join it and our team member will be happy to answer any questions you may have. If you're ready to apply, you can simply click on the start application button, fill out this application form, and we will review your application and get back to you within 24 to 48 hours to let you know whether we can accept you in High Counselor or not. Okay. So that's all about our program. There are a lot of success stories that are available on our website. You can simply go to our website, scroll down, and over here you'll find a lot of success stories of people who have landed a job through us. Now, this entire High Counselor placement program that I explained you, this is only available for people who are physically located in the US and looking for a job in the United States only. Okay. If you are anywhere outside of the US, we won't be able to help you out. But today's project that we are going to do, okay. So in the process of helping so many students find a job, we realized that the biggest difference is people who have hands-on work experience and people who do not have hands-on work experience. And that's where we created this platform, which is called Project 101.ai, in which we have real world projects. And it doesn't matter whether you're in the US or wherever you're located across the world. uh, you can come to this platform, do real world projects, and gain hands on work experience. And this is what today's session is all about. Okay. So, jumping on to our real world project that we are going to do today. So, in the next 30 to 40 minutes, our objective is to give you an overview of a project based on LLM, based on AI, and our mentor Swagata will be giving you a quick overview of that project. Again, it doesn't matter where you're located, you can attempt this project for absolutely free of cost. Okay, so I would hand it over to Swagata for a quick project overview. uh, Swagata, would you like to give the project overview to everyone?
Yeah, sure. So this particular project, which is called AI powered LinkedIn content generator, as the name suggests, is going to help you create any blog or any post content for LinkedIn, which you can also use for Medium or any other blog platform. The goal of this project is to use something called as RAG, which is called Retrieval Augmented Generation, along with an LLM such as OpenAI, to show you the power of not just using an LLM, but also when you combine it with Retrieval Augmented Generation, how powerful the content becomes and how customized and tailored the content becomes. So through this project, you're going to learn how to use RAG, how to use vector databases, which is essentially the backbone of RAG, and how to use call an OpenAI or any LLM based API to actually generate the content. And you'll go through the end-to-end process given a user query. How does the entire pipeline fetch the content related to the query from the RAG, append it to the content that is finally generated by the LLM, and give you the final polished content.
Swagata, would you like to give a quick platform overview, where people can go and access this project? And do you want to share your screen?
Yes. Okay. So
Yep.
let me.
And Swagata, if you can start from going on, Project 101
Yes.
website, so that people can know where they need to start from.
So here, when you go to this Project 101, I basically filtered based on the skill as LLM. And if you scroll down, you can see this particular project in the advanced category inside interview section. This is AI powered LinkedIn content generation generator. And when you click on start, it basically opens the project. And this is how the project looks when it opens up. And inside this project, you will see on the left hand side, there is project instructions on different tasks, what you need to do. And on the right hand side, you can see the Jupyter notebook where you can code and fill out the missing pieces and try to run and submit and see if your code works or not. Anything else, Aditya, you want me to add?
No, I think we're good. One important point, guys, that I would like to mention here is that after writing code for each task, you need to submit your code. A lot of time I've seen candidates make this mistake that they write code for the entire project and then they submit, then they click on the submit code button, right? Although like we have made a little bit change to make it clear as well. But yeah, that's the only catch. So, guys, you can start attempting the project, and as you attempt the project, you'll be able to see your position on the leaderboard uh, on the top left corner as well, and any database information is also available right below that. Okay. Any question that you may have related to how you can attempt the project, right, or any other question, you can let us know in the chat box. In the meantime, Swagata, why don't you give us a quick overview on like if somebody like generative AI is like one of the most prominent large language models, especially
Yeah.
in these days, right? Everybody wants to learn about it. What would be your recommendation or your guide for someone who's just probably starting in the data science journey? What are the skills they need to learn to become a generative AI engineer?
Yeah. So I think yes, it's a very evolving field, and it's like every week there is something new that is coming up. So I how I like to learn it is basically sign up for newsletters and just be a little bit on the lookout, follow people on LinkedIn just to get a high level overview of what's happening. But if you're a beginner and you want to just start with using LLMs and building, some basic hands-on projects, I would say two things that are like really hot right now is basically fine-tuning LLM or just retrieval augmented generation. So any LLM that you want to start off with, maybe OpenAI, Chat, ChatGPT, or Llama, because it's open source. Every LLM that's there, they have their own like APIs that you can use, and the format is pretty much easy to use any API with that. So the basic thing that you should learn is like how to interact with the API. In this project we'll see like how to interact with an OpenAI API, and these API definition keep on changing, so it's important to just look at the definition and update your code. So if you know how to interact with any API like OpenAI API in this example, that is the first step that you should know. And the second step is how do you like generate, like, say, a simple chatbot using that API. So for creating a chatbot, you can use something like Streamlit, that was going to add like a nice visual to whatever chatbot that you create with the OpenAI API. Once you learn how to do that, it's nice to learn how to implement RAG or fine tuning based on your particular use case. So maybe, let's say in this case, we are creating LinkedIn content, so we are going to put a lot of LinkedIn content into the RAG. But you can try with any other use case and create your own data set. A very good data set exploration is Kaggle, where you can get free data sets and play around and try to experiment with different data sets and try to implement a RAG pipeline, which is basically augmenting the content that you generate from any of these LLMs so that your content is more tailored, more customized. And if you know how to use RAG, how to use LLM API, then next step would be like fine tuning and polishing it. There are different fine tuning techniques, but to start off with, I think RAG, how to use LLM APIs, and how to use vector databases is a really good starting place.
Hmm. Okay. And Solita, this is a big question that I keep seeing on my LinkedIn feed. Like people are, they always ask, okay, I come from a non-tech background. I do not come from a computer science background. Can I become an AI product manager or a generative AI engineer? Like, how much technical or the coding knowledge is required to say fine tune an LLM, or like to at least to reach there?
I mean, with Gen AI, it has been democratized. Like, you really don't need to be a star coder or a programmer to become even a Gen AI engineer today. But for product manager, even less. So if you want to become a AI product manager, you need to know basics of like basic prompt tuning, how to write a prompt, what are the basic terminologies, and basic product understanding of like writing KPIs and all of that. The product understanding becomes more important than of course, Gen AI high level is important, but you don't need to be like a master coder. And if you want to go in the direction of a Gen AI engineer, a good skills to have is not actually programming, but if you can learn a little bit of like, okay, you know how to do prompt, how to write a prompt, but how do you scale and operationalize like an LLM? Like, what are the, like, there is another field which is coming up, which is ethical and responsible AI, which becomes big when you work in industry. Like, how do you protect your data? How do you make sure there's no bias in your data? And all of these things really don't need a very, very technical background. It just needs a lot of good domain expertise and like basic understanding of Gen AI terminologies. And just with that, I feel anybody who has a little bit of interest and passion can pick those skills up.
Mhm. I think we have a responsible AI expert sitting in our chat as well, Usha,
Yes. Yeah.
right? So no, that's good to know. Okay, that's great. There's one question: recording will be shared? Yes. So for the recalling purposes, yes. So recording will be available on the same LinkedIn event that you're watching, or on the YouTube if you're on YouTube, right? So you can directly go and watch it over there, and we'll also share it with you. Just as a quick recap, guys, let me quickly show you how you can navigate to this particular project. And then in the meantime, if you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll see you in the Discord channel. So simply go to the platform project101.ai. When you land this particular page, simply go to all projects, or if you're a first-time user, you need to log in as a candidate login. So simply log in over here. You need to create your account for the first time. When you create your account, you can search this project under Learn category. So under Learn category, go to Advanced and you'll find this project over here. Or you can simply search this by project name. So simply write AI powered and select the project name, and you'll find it over here. Click on Start button and you'll be taken to the coding sandbox environment. Okay. So
Aditya, one query which a lot of people keep on asking us, that what are the various types of projects we have on our platform and how it can help someone in building their profile.
Yes.
If you can give a quick overview of that.
Okay, perfect. Let me give you a quick overview. So guys, our purpose of building this platform was to give hands-on experience to candidates. As I mentioned, that we worked with a lot of candidates and we realized that the successful candidates always had some internship experience or hands-on projects experience. But a lot of candidates never get internship opportunity. They never get opportunity to work on industry level projects. That's when we created it. So we are focusing currently on basically two category of job role. One is data science and another one is software engineering. So you will be able to find projects related to front end, back end, full stack engineering, or data analyst, data scientist, data engineer, or generative AI engineer. So all projects related to these job roles, and you can also divide them by different skill sets, right, that are used in these job roles. And you'll be able to find projects over here, complete it, get a certification, and build your portfolio at the end over here. Okay. Okay, cool. So thank you so much, Swagata, for taking out time for this particular project introduction. We'll be sharing it with our community of almost 300,000 people. We'll give them about a week of time to complete it. At the end, on the leaderboard, we'll have a winner for it, and we'll keep you posted on it. And I'll also add you to our Discord channel where you'll be able to see people discussing or asking questions. If you have time, feel free to jump in and help people. Otherwise, our team will always be there to help out candidates. Okay?
Absolutely. Yeah, would love to.
Thank you so much, Swagata, for taking your time. Thanks so much, Amit sir.
Thank you
Have a
for your
good day.
time.
See you. Bye.
Thank you.